Beautiful day, dear students. I hope that you're here with me. I'm starting to doubt myself because I just was recording for like 10 minutes and then I noticed that I didn't push the button. So I was just talking to myself here, but I'm happy that you're still here with me in our student well-being course, where we are covering in this video series our building blocks of well-being. My name is Jana. I teach well-being and I do well-being research at Charles University in Prague. And I am also author of the book Well-being and Success for University Students, which is partially the reason why you and I are here, because all the topics that we are discussing, everything we are talking about is covered in this pink book. Kind reminder, let me just remind us, what are we going through here together? Here we have 10 building blocks of well-being that help us generate our good life. We already covered positive emotions. We already covered engagement, your relationships, your meaning, and achievement. Right now, in this video, we're going to look at your physical health. We're also going to devote some time to your mindset, to your environment, economic security, and of course, we can't forget your authenticity. So, as I mentioned, you can start to be excited about physical health, because this video is going to be only about you, your physical health, and how to build it. So, how do we think about physical health? Generally, we feel physically healthy considering our body movement, our body posture, our nutrition, and sleep while being able to relax and breathe properly. And we successfully avoid risky behaviors such as smoking, alcohol consumption, or, for example, social media overuse. So while looking at this, I do believe that we're already getting an idea what parts of our life are we going to discuss in this video. And I'm slowly but surely starting to pray for myself, because I have full semester course on physical health and healthy lifestyle strategies. And I'm going to do my best to cover all these topics in this 15-minute long video. But before we dive into these topics, let's reflect. Let's reflect, as you already know, on how are you doing in sub areas of your physical health. So we're using this ladder technique while climbing up, giving ourselves higher numbers means that we are more and more satisfied. So if you're not very satisfied, give yourself lower number. If you feel happy about how you're doing in that area of your physical health, please feel free to give yourself higher number. Also, you have two ways how to do this. You can either assess on your physical health currently, meaning in last 24 hours, maybe within last 3 days, a week, or you can look at that generally, meaning how are you doing in these areas of your life generally in last 3 months, last semester, maybe the whole last year. So what are the areas that we are going to look at? We have here adequate body movement. How happy are you with how much you're moving? How satisfied are you with your good body posture? Every time I say body posture, I naturally tend to fix my body posture. Then we have optimal nutrition. Do you feel like your nutrition is balanced? Do you feel like you're covering all your needs with your nutrition? How about your sleep? How do you sleep? Do you wake up energized? Do you feel like your quality of sleep during the night is good? Do you have problems maybe to fall asleep or not? What numbers would you give yourself here? How about regular relaxation? Do you provide yourself time to relax, and do you devote some time to relaxation activities so you can recharge, regenerate? Then we have proper breathing. Do you feel like you do use your breath to regulate your nervous system? Do you feel like you feel properly, fully? And how about avoidance of risky behavior? How are you doing in avoiding risky sexual behavior, overconsumption of alcohol, drugs, or smoking. And I don't know, there's so much to cover. But yeah, how are you doing in your avoidance of risky behavior? Other physical health strengths. If you feel like I forgot something, if you feel like there's another part of your physical health that you would like to reflect on, please feel free to do so. As always, you can create your own physical health building block of well-being flower. In your well-being workbook, you have, like for another building blocks, you have here the physical health wheel from center with 0 up to 10. If you create or self-assess yourself and then you connect the dots with the center, you can create your own well-being or physical health flower to visualize, or to help you visualize your physical health state and reflection. I do believe that by now you do have downloaded your own workbook. If not, here you have QR code. Here you have also the link. And here is the workbook. Let me just, okay. Here is the workbook. And let me just briefly introduce you. What can you find inside? So you have a reflection. Every chapter starts with statements that are going to help you to assess yourself. Then, of course, you have the wheel for either overall well-being or each building blocks. Then you have some space for to give thanks and to express gratitude for that building block or well-being in general. Place for notes. Here you have for an inspiration sunflower, and of course some evidence-based tips what to do, how to care for your well-being or that particular building block. And also I covered some questions or prepared some questions for you that could help you to understand yourself in that life domain a little better. So yes, let's do this. Let's dive straight in, and let's start with physical activity for university students. We have general recommendations. Even World Health Organization recommends to move at least 150 minutes moderate intensity per week, or at least 75 minutes vigorous intensity per week to maintain your health. In case you would like to increase and flourish your health, your physical health, double amounts are recommended. 300 minutes of moderate intensity per week and 75 minutes vigorous intensity. I would also like to say that what is physical activity? It's not always just sports. Please remember this. It's also about moving naturally and basically just move your way. Move the way that feels comfortable to you, that makes you happy, that excites you, that feels good. So yeah, if you remember, for example, blue zones, parts of the world where people are the happiest, healthiest, and live the longest, they mostly move naturally. They walk a lot, they use bikes for transport, they also do gardening a lot, and they clean up their places by themselves. They don't use many robots or technologies. Also, please do different varieties of physical activity to strengthen or to build up your cardiovascular health, also to build up your strength. Do some balancing activities and stretch your body. Okay, I do wish we could talk more about this topic, but as I mentioned in every video, I'm going to be adding more and more videos on evidence-based activities and tips on how to build up your well-being and how to care for your well-being. So I'm going to make sure that I'm going to cover this topic as well. And now let's move to proper body posture. Let's stand properly. And every time I start this topic, my body naturally shifts to a proper body posture. Why is it important? Well, I've got two main reasons. In general, body posture is very beneficial for our inner organs. It helps the fluids flowing. It creates space for our heart, for our organs, as I mentioned, strengthen our muscles, but also it helps us to feel more confident, more competent. But two, when we look at the well-being profiles when we do measurements at student well-being among universities, proper body posture is usually one of the worst rated areas of students' life. At Charles University, when we measured student well-being across all 17 schools, the proper body posture ended up second worst part of our life, where students are not happy about. And it's natural. It makes sense. You sit a lot by studying. You sit a lot at school. You sit a lot transporting from home to school. So yes, please, let's devote some time to proper body posture and let's practice it with me. If you want to stand, please, let's put your feet about hip distance apart. Let's straighten your legs, but remember, let's have your knees relaxed. Very simple tool that can be helpful is just imagine that somebody is pulling up your hair here. Just this this little thing can help us stand or fix our body posture. Relax our shoulders. Let's relax our shoulder blades towards our spine, and also let's distribute our weight evenly on both feet. Back of our head should be pulled up. Let's look straight and open our heart space so we can breathe better, and abdomen pulled in. I would like to invite you to practice this once in a while. Don't stress yourself that from now you have to have a proper body posture. From my experience, students usually say, okay, I was just trying so hard and my body's so stiff and it feels so uncomfortable. Take a baby steps. Maybe fix your body posture twice a day, linked it to something that you already do, like brushing your teeth maybe. And while you're brushing your teeth, just fix your posture and then relax again. Or fix your body posture, try to stay in, but relax your muscles. And it's going to become more and more natural to you. And it's going to be easier and easier to stay in that position. All right. Are we ready to move to another topic, which is your nutrition? Your nutrition. Here we have a healthy eating plate from Harvard's healthy eating plate. Great tool. Very simply said, let's make sure that half of our plate, half of everything we eat, half of every portion that we consume is fruits and vegetables, mostly vegetables of all colors and kinds. Then let's not forget about drinking regimen. Drink water ideally, or you can drink tea, coffee, and let's avoid sugary drinks and in general processed foods. Let's add some healthy oils in your diet, and the other half of your plate should be consisted of healthy protein such as fish, poultry, beans, nuts, and whole grains. Very simply said. If you would like to learn more, please go to Healthy Eating Plate website, where you can learn a lot on each food group. You can get a lot of practical tips there. And just be mindful about what you're eating, be mindful how you feel, and also be mindful about not only what you eat, but when you eat. Well, if you feel like, you can try maybe intermediate fasting, like for example I eat only in like 8 hour. I'm trying to eat in in 8 hour window. I just ate a few Christmas cookies, so I feel a little guilty while I'm talking to you about nutrition, but at the same time I do believe it's also part of healthy nutrition to cheat sometimes a little bit. But once our overall nutrition is balanced. But yes, also think about when you eat. Some students say that they have to eat breakfast, that they would not function without breakfast. Another students of mine say that they start eating in the afternoon. So whatever fits you, and just be mindful and reflect on how this works with you. Okay, I ran out of time, so I got cut, but I'm back. Let's see what subparts of our physical health are we missing. We already discussed building our adequate body movement briefly, building your good body posture, building your good nutrition. And let's now have a look at high quality sleep. Very popular topic as well, high quality sleep. I'm going to help myself here with some tips from Professor Matthew Walker. I'm sure that you're familiar with his book, Why We Sleep. If not, I highly recommend this reading. But he presents there some tips what to do in order to increase the quality of our sleep. I know that it's not very obvious for you, but I'm going to help myself, so I'm not going to forget any tip with this. So let's start with sleep regimen. Sleep regimen is a tip number one. Try to stick or try to create a sleep schedule and try to stick with it. I think I've heard once Professor Walker to talk about this tip as one of the most important ones. And I can definitely personally relate. I used to be such a bad sleeper. And if something really helped me, it was this. There was more. The tips that are covered here are working as well. But going to sleep in one time and waking up at the same time, even during weekends, was a game changer. Then we have a tip. Let's try to avoid practicing workouts in the evening hours because we're going to pump up our system, and it can disturb us falling asleep, but also the quality of our sleep during night. So working out is very important. It's very desirable, but if you can, try rather earlier. It's been also shown there's some research on comparing groups of people who were somewhere working out in the morning, somewhere in the working out in the midday, and some in the afternoon. And it also had positive effect on quality of sleep, mostly in those who were working out first thing in the morning. Then we have consumption of coffee and alcohol, or eating some bigger amounts of food before sleep. That can also disturb your quality of sleep, or it might make it harder to fall asleep. Let's also consider a chance to discuss the pills you're taking with your doctor, especially allergy pills. Some can make us sleepy, tired, calmer, but some can excite us. Some can get our blood flow going. So maybe consider changing those. Don't take nap after 3 p.m. My students usually hate to hear this one. And I remember when I was a student and when I felt really exhausted, I was able to fall asleep literally anytime, anywhere. But let me say, yes, if you can, if you feel like you need a power nap, try to do it rather sooner during the day, not after. It could disturb, again, quality of your sleep. But at the same time, if you feel like you're exhausted and you can't function, you're not capable to focus and all these things, nap even after 3 p.m., please. Just listen to your body. Try to get some sunlight first thing in the morning, can be also a huge game changer for your sleep quality. Take a hot bath or a hot shower before you go to sleep, because the difference between temperatures and when your body is trying to cool your body down after that, it causes some energy release and it makes us sleepy, as we all might experience and know. Adjust your room, use earplugs, make sure that you have comfortable mattress, make sure that you have a high quality pillow, the darkest room, the room is dark. It's been a long day. The room is dark. Get some fresh air in. And also another tip is, and I can't remember when I'm just looking on the pictures. Let me see. I think I missed it here. So I can remember the one with the smile. I think that was the one with sun. And I don't know which is this one. I think the tip number 12 was actually calm yourself down with some relaxation, maybe with some yoga or maybe with some calming activity like listening to music, listening to maybe some audio, your favorite podcast. And the last tip is don't stay in your bed if you can't fall asleep. If you feel like you really can't fall asleep, maybe you can get up and do some stretching, yoga, or you can just do some breathing exercise and then come back to your bed. Or I sometimes even stretch in my bed. But why we're mentioning this, it's mainly to prevent, to associate your bed with the incapability to sleep. More in the book, Why We Sleep from Matthew Walker. Please go ahead and read that amazing book. Relaxation, meditation, and some stretching. Relaxation and making time to relax. I just paused for a little bit because this topic, I do believe, is crucial for you, university students. It's not only my personal belief, it's also what our studies show. Students report issues with not having time to relax, with not being happy with how much time they devote to relaxation. Basically, they say we're so stressed and we don't relax, we don't have opportunities to relax. Please do that for yourself. Try, like, again, baby steps with small activities like maybe listen to some very short meditation or body relaxation before sleep. You can find many on YouTube from few minutes to longer ones, but you can start with these. Relax with some activity that you love to do, that you enjoy to do, and that makes you calm, like reading or listening some music. Have the hot bath or shower, but also do some stretching. I love doing stretching before bedtime because it really helps my body to relax and to get ready for sleep. And it's so hard when your body is still stiff and active and you expect it to calm down suddenly and to fall asleep. Or meditate. Meditation is, I almost wanted to say that meditation is not for everyone, but that would be a very fixed mindset. Everybody can find the way to meditation, and I do believe that because meditation is a great tool. Barbara Fredrickson on her Positivity Resonance website has beautiful meditations. Try those out, and don't forget to, I don't know, try different things. One size doesn't fit all. And you might also be interested in something called non-sleep depressed. There are some videos on YouTube to just help yourself calm down and relax without falling asleep, to learn how to calm down your nervous system. Another area that we have is proper breathing. Breathing is extremely powerful tool. Due to breathing, if we extend our breath in, we can energize ourselves. You can think about this like maybe some decaffeinated coffee. You don't have to get caffeine in your bloodstream if you're too sensitive. The same work is going to be done by few full breath. When you extend your breath in, when you get more oxygen to your brain, and the opposite result are you're going to get through extending your breath out. If you breathe out and you basically get rid of all of your breath, it slows your heart rate down, it calms you down, it makes you relaxed, it relaxes your nervous system, it relaxes your mind. And yes, there are so many like powerful different tools, breathing tools. Basically, don't be afraid to go online to YouTube, and there are so many amazing apps, like for example, Calm, Headspace, and practice. Students love. They usually share with me that they love using apps not only for that they are these techniques, but they also have this visualization in them, like maybe some circle or some square that help you to lead your breath. And there's also, I almost forgot, one very valuable exercise I'd like to mention. Please find it on YouTube. Professor Andy Huberman in his lab introduced to students this physiological side, which is basically a breath when you take a deep breath in. After that, when you finish it, you're trying to sneak in a little more air, like another breath, like small breath. And then you release everything. You do this through nose, and then you release all the breath out through your mouth. Just few of these breaths help you to really calm down your stress or anxiety. And it's for free. It's always available to you. You always have it on yourself. And nobody even has to notice that you're practicing this. So also check that out, please. And the last, but not least, group from our physical health is avoidance of risky behavior. So what kind of risky behaviors are we talking about? We're talking about being mindful during your day and try to avoid smoking, vaping, tobacco use, protecting yourself in your sexual activity. Also use your social media wisely, ideally in moderation. Don't be afraid to say no to illegal substance use. Drive safely. Be careful when you're doing adrenaline sports. Avoid illegal activities like trespassing, vandalism, and so on. I would probably emphasize one thing. Please be mindful. Just be mindful when you're doing risky behaviors. I would highly suggest not to do them, but if you choose to drink some alcohol, if you choose to smoke some cigarettes, be mindful of the effect on your body and listen to your body. Listen to your body. At least for me, it really worked when I started to be mindful and when I started to notice how risky behaviors are affecting my body and my mind. And I listened and I responded to that. That was also a game changer for me. So just be mindful, be kind to yourself, and listen to your body. We did it. We made it. We got through whole physical health building block. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you for finding time to learn about what can we do as university students to build up your physical health building block of well-being. I'm happy for you. I also promise that this is a huge topic that we are going to be covering more evidence-based tips and activities in upcoming videos on this channel. But for now, let me say goodbye, and let me say I'm going to be excited to see you in the next video among another really interesting topic, your mindset.